Typical Sunday morning at Expo 70. The time is 9:01, and the gates have just opened. Every day, platoons of guards marshal the initial onslaught of visitors, many of whom have been queuing since 6 in the morning. Without the guards, the people would probably trample each other to death in the race to be the first into the most popular pavilions, like those of the United States and Russia. It's midsummer. The temperature is in the high 90s and the humidity around 80%. Expo today will probably be visited by over 600,000 people. Over 70 countries are participating. The Soviet Union has the tallest pavilion at 360 feet. Among the others are Canada, Italy, France, Australia, the Netherlands, etc., etc., etc. And what have Expo's millions of visitors come expecting to see? They've come for new experiences, for a glimpse of the future, a taste of other cultures, all under the Expo main theme of progress and harmony for mankind. They come in families and in organized tour groups, following their leaders like schools of tropical fish. But of all the millions of visitors, only 1% are foreigners. But Expo is not really for them. It's for the Japanese. And so they come in droves to absorb the sights and sounds of the largest international exhibition held in history. The festival Plaza, the central point of Expo. Every country participating gets a chance to use it. This time it's Thailand with a 16-day elephant festival. Tug of war with an elephant, and the elephant wins. Adult entry to Expo costs $2 New Zealand. Still, hundreds of thousands of people roll in each day, and 800 tons of refuse rolls out each night. Every day, children are lost, pockets are picked, and people are taken ill. A free monorail skirts the perimeter of the main area. There are 6 trains on the circuit, and they're always crowded. Expo has been described, sometimes by itself, as the world of tomorrow. If this is what is to come, then many of the buildings are indeed futuristic. But at Expo's conclusion, everything must come down and the site restored to its original condition. It's part of the contract. This wind sculpture comes down each time the wind exceeds 5 knots. It has to, or it becomes unmanageable. It undulates outside the American Pavilion. Inside the American Pavilion, the main attraction is, of course, the space display. For once, everything's real, from the spacesuits to the lunar landing module, which is a duplicate of the one used in '69. But there is one item which the visitors have queued up in the heat outside for 5 hours to see. Something really special. Something which commands the awe and respect of a Shinto idol. The moon rock, all of 5 inches high and heavily guarded. Meanwhile, back in the heat of an Asian summer, the Bon Odori, a traditional Japanese dance festival. The New Zealand Navy in person for a one-day stand at the Festival Plaza. Each country has its national day and an opportunity to show something of itself. This is New Zealand Day. The opening ceremony has the air of an international state function, which in fact it is. New Zealand and Japan exchange declarations of friendship and goodwill, all in the spirit of the main theme of Expo. And then it's on with the show. Everybody's here, including the National Band and the Maori Theatre Trust, both on the start of their world tours. Traditional skills are demonstrated in part of the program entitled Folk Panorama. And of course, there's Godfrey Bowen and his renowned performing rams. At the end of the performance, the spectators are invited to come down and view the sheep at close quarters, perhaps even touch them. For most, it's the first time they've seen a sheep outside of a zoo. In the evening, a New Zealand history and mime entitled Green are the Islands. It begins with Maui uplifting the North Island. Then for a time, the land is the sole domain of the birds. the arrival of the Maori. Sometimes they fought, and sometimes they played. Life went on until the European arrived, upon which event we need make no comment. National Day is just that, but Expo runs for 6 months. The New Zealand Pavilion, like all the others, provides a non-stop show for the continuous stream of visitors.